is an American showman, businessman, and politician, known for promoting celebrated successes and founding the Barnum Bailey Circus 1871. He's 17, with Jamesem
In 1875, he was elected mayor of Bridgeport, Connecticut, where he worked to improve the water supply, introduce gas lighting to the streets, and enforce liquor.
He was instrumental in founding the Bridgeport Hospital, 1878, and was its first president.
In the 1850s, he suffered economic setbacks due to bad investments as well as use of lawsuits and public humiliation, but used the legislature as a temperance spigot to get out of debt.
In 1870, William Cameronem Coupem founded Barnum's Great Traveling Museum Menagerie, German and Hippodrome in Delavan, Wisconsin. It was a traveling circus, a menagerie, and a museum of freight.
His museum added America's first aquarium and expanded the wetwork department.
He married Nancy Fish, his friend's daughter, who was 40 years his junior.
Barnum was one of the first circus owners to move his circus by train at the suggestion of Bailey and other business partners, and probably the first to own his own train.
Given the lack of paved highways in America at the time, this proved to be a smart decision that greatly expanded Barnum's geographic reach.
In 1842, Barnum introduced his first great hoax, the creature with the body of a monkey and the tail of a fish known as the Fiji mermaid.
He leased it from fellow museum owner Moses Kimball of Boston, who became his friend, confidant, and collaborator.
He used the museum as a platform to promote hoaxes and human curiosities such as the Fiji mermaid and General Tom Thumb, the smallest man who ever walked along, who was 4 years old at the time, but
Through some coaching and natural talent, the boy met a people from Berkeley to Napoleon. Barnum justified his hoaxes by saying that they were advertisements to draw attention to the museum. I don't believe in cheating the public, he said, but I believe in first attracting them and then.
In 1844-45, he traveled with General Tom Thumb in Europe and met Queen Victoria, who was amused but saddened by the little man, and the event was a publicity stunt.
Queen Victoria opened the doors to visiting roadies from all over Europe, including the Tsar of Russia, and allowed Barnum to acquire dozens of new attractions, including slot machines and other mechanical marvels. During this time, he went on a spending spree and bought more museums, including artist friend Rand Peel's museum in Philadelphia, the first major museum in the country.
By late 1846, Barnum's museum was attracting 400,000 visitors a year. He wanted to position the theaters as palaces of learning and pleasure and as respectable middle-class entertainment. He built the largest and most modern theater in New York and named it the Moral Lecture Room. He hoped to avoid seedy connotations, attract a family crowd, and win the approval of New York's moral crusaders.
His 7 grandsons demonstrated the 7 wonders of the world. The collections grew to forebodings, and he published a guide to the museum which claimed it had 150,000 curiosities. Also in 1860, Barnum introduced the ape man William Henry Johnson, who was a black little person who spoke a mysterious language created by Barnum.
In 1862, he discovered the Gantes and a swan and Cameroon at the New Farm with whom Barnum visited President Abraham Lincoln at the White House. During the Civil War, his museum attracted a large audience seeking a diversion from the conflict. Barnum became known as the Shakespeare of advertising for his innovative and impactful ideas.
Barnum was often referred to as the Prince of Humbug and saw nothing wrong with entertainers or salesmen using deception, or humbug as he called it, in promotional materials as long as the public received value for money.
However, he despised those who made money by deception, especially the spiritistic mediums popular in his day, justified against noted ghost photographer William Cameronem at his fraud trial.
He exposed the tricks of the trade used by the media to cheat survivors and the humbugs of the world. He offered $500 to any medium who could demonstrate the ability to communicate with the dead.